Your body is extraordinary. It can sprint, climb, heal cuts, fight off viruses, and carry another human being inside it for 9 months. And yet, right now, there is a very good chance something about it is quietly failing. Your back hurts. Your eyesight is worse than your parents'. You're tired in a way that sleep doesn't fix. Your blood pressure is creeping up. Your dentist keeps finding new problems. Here is the strange part. For most of human history, none of that was normal. For roughly 300,000 years, your ancestors woke up every morning in bodies that worked the way bodies were built to work. No chronic lower back pain, no type 2 diabetes, no myopia epidemic, no cavities, not because they were superhuman, because the world they lived in matched the body they lived in, and somewhere in the last few thousand years, that match broke. So what did they actually have that you don't? In 1984, a paleopathologist named Daniel Lieberman, who would later chair the Department of Human Evolutionary Biology at Harvard, began examining skeletal remains from ancient hunter-gatherer populations across multiple continents. What he found keeps being confirmed every decade since. Ancient humans had stronger bones, denser teeth, less spinal degeneration, and almost no evidence of the lifestyle diseases that now kill the majority of people in the developed world. The key word there is lifestyle. These weren't genetic differences. The bones were the same. The DNA was the same. What changed was what those bodies were asked to do every single day. Let's start with the thing most people notice first: movement. Your body was not designed to sit. That sounds like something you'd read on a motivational poster, but it is a precise biological fact. The human skeleton has a load-bearing architecture that requires regular, varied movement to maintain itself. Bone density builds in response to stress. Muscles stay calibrated when they are used across a full range of motion. The discs between your vertebrae have no direct blood supply. They get their nutrients through movement, through the compression and decompression that happens when you walk, bend, carry, and climb. When you sit for 8 hours, those discs slowly starve. An average hunter-gatherer walked somewhere between 6 and 16 kilometers every single day. Not on a treadmill, not on a flat surface. Across uneven terrain, up inclines, crouching to dig, reaching overhead to pull fruit from branches, sprinting occasionally when they had to. Exercise was not something they scheduled. It was the texture of every single day. And their bodies reflected that. A 2019 study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, led by evolutionary biologist Herman Pontzer, compared the activity levels and cardiovascular health of the Hadza people of Tanzania, one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer populations on Earth, against sedentary Western adults. The Hadza had almost no measurable arterial stiffening, no hypertension, resting heart rates in the range of elite athletes. And they weren't doing cardio programs. They were just living the way your body expects a human to live. Now consider the food. Ancient humans ate no sugar, not the kind you know. No refined carbohydrates, no seed oils, no ultra-processed food engineered to override your fullness signals. What they ate was whole, fibrous, varied, and deeply seasonal. Plants that were bitter and tough and took real chewing to break down. Animals that had themselves been moving their entire lives, which made the fat profile of their meat almost unrecognizable compared to what comes off a factory farm. Insects, bone marrow, wild berries that were nothing like the cultivated grapes you buy at a supermarket. And underneath all of it, fiber. Extraordinary amounts of fiber. Researcher Jeff Leach, who co-founded the American Gut Project, spent time living with and studying the hadza microbiome, the ecosystem of bacteria inside the gut, And what he found was remarkable. The hadza gut contained more than twice the microbial diversity of the average American adult gut. They had species of bacteria that have effectively gone extinct in the Western world. Bacteria that modulate inflammation. Bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids that protect the gut lining. Bacteria that regulate blood sugar and appetite. Your gut was not designed for a world of breakfast cereals and protein bars. It was designed for a world of wild tubers and termites and seasonal fruit. And when you feed it something that far outside its evolutionary expectations for generation after generation, things start to break down quietly. The teeth tell this story very clearly. Paleoanthropologist Alan Mann at Princeton University spent decades analyzing dental remains across human history and found a pattern that has now been replicated many times over. Pre-agricultural humans had remarkably straight, healthy teeth, almost no cavity,